My friend and fellow trader Will here over at Pips and Gains. And first off, a happy new year. My first weekly analyst of 2025. Today's video, we're going to be going over some of my favorite trade setups for the week ahead. So let's get into the video. First off, heading over to TradingView. Make sure you're following me over there. I do normally post my trade ideas before I make the videos. So if you want to get instant access to my trade ideas like the USDCAD one yesterday, head over there and make sure you're following the FX Ace. So let's head over to TradingView, over to the charts. And the first one that I'm looking at this week is the USD CAD. I have a more in-depth analyst posted yesterday, but we'll just briefly cover it again in this YouTube video. So first off, if you're new to my stuff, I take a top-down approach to the markets. I look for areas of interest on the weekly and monthly charts, support, resistance, supply and demand, just areas where there's likely to be a reaction, and there's been a reaction in the past. I then zoom into the lower time frames and look for evidence of price action slowing down, momentum slowing down. So first thing you're noticing on the monthly charts is these highs here, these monthly spikes from 2016 and the COVID spike in 2020. We have been on a pretty bullish run the past 4 months, straight up. It broke out of this key monthly, or closed above the monthly resistance at 146 in December there. This month, I think it did pop a new high last week, but it sold off pretty quickly. So, and then we have this other support down here, which was like a 2-year range between 132 and 138,500. These are kind of areas of interest, possibly targets for this sell trade setup. Next, we're going to zoom into the weekly. So, weekly chart, first thing I'm noticing is, sorry, I've just got an alert. This is a trade that I'm looking at. I've just got an alert on it. So first thing I'm noticing is the two previous candles, especially last week's close on the weekly charts. It does look like a hanging man candle, which is something you normally see at the top of a range. Price dropped early last week on Monday and pushed up all the way back up towards the open on Friday. So that is a key candlestick. What I would like to see happen this week is we get a close below last week's close, which would be a very, very bearish signal for me on this. So next we want to look at, just want to see if there's any weekly levels we could possibly target here. And we have one there at 145, 500. Okay, so that is an area of resistance there, which is a weekly high from March 2020. And again, we've got the two key areas there. So I'm just going to draw this key area as a box. And I'll just remove those lines. So zooming into the daily. Okay, so we are in Monday trading. I think it's early UK time, and as we see, we have this resistance, kind of this red box zone here, where I'm kind of calling it an area of distribution, which is normally sideways movements after a rally in price. Okay, we've had this huge leg up, then the market started to move sideways here. It broke down out of the box last week and it's rallied back up into it, and this normally preceding that, normally you see this. What may happen is we get a spike up to this resistance and then a move down, or maybe further up to those highs. So we'll draw this box zone in here also between 145,500 and 146.7. Okay, so if we do see a break above this box zone here above 145,500, breaking a daily close, do expect the market maybe to spike up quickly into this green box area and then get the sell off. What I'm noticing on the MACD, okay, it's a tool I use for the kind of evidence of slowing of momentum. Okay, this is a very, very overextended move. If we look at the weekly again, we can see we've been rallying for nearly 17 weeks straight. Okay, straight up. Normally you do get a pullback on this, and that's very exhausted. If you look at the MACD is moving down. We did have a daily cross, and even the MACD moving averages has been getting wider, where price was moving back up into the zone, which to me is showing is another sign of exhaustion. What I'm going to look for now is I'm going to use my TRFX King indicator. You can access that free by following me on TradingView, and just send me a quick message. You'll be able to access this indicator for free. What I'm going to be looking for is sell signals now. So we look at the 4-hour chart. We did get a sell signal here. So I'm going to be looking for a sell signal from the 4-hour, 6-hour, or 8-hour chart inside this, where we are now, basically. If the market does break up above the 145,500 resistance, then I'm definitely going to be looking to either manually just enter without a signal, or wait till it goes up to the green box and wait for a signal on the lower time frames 4 hours. So this week I'm looking to sell the USDCAD, basically where it is now, looking for the sell signal or a break above the resistance targets. Again, we mark this box area. It's easy to just draw the fib lines on this move up. You can see inside this box area is where I'm going to be looking to target, which is either 140 or 138. So I'm looking for either market to drop straight down into this area or rally up and then the sell off. Okay, to me the bigger risk reward on this asset is to the downside. Okay, there still might be a little bit more room to the upside, targeting these highs or what this resistance or the 146,700 high. And that's like 200 pips. To me, the more risk, the less risk is selling, okay, at these highs, and the biggest reward is to the downside, 2 to 1, 3 to 1, because the market will drop pretty heavily down towards these previous breakout resistance areas, which are now support. So that is the USDCAD. Next one I'm looking at is the Kiwi USD. I'll do a separate video and length video on this on TradingView. So first off, zoom out to the monthly. We are in some drop on this, kind of been dropping the same length of time as the USD CAD. We are at these lows here from 2022, and from the COVID drop, we have the low here, which is 55. Which is a key support. If we look at resistance, it's kind of these areas here. I'll just draw it in a box. A lot easier to draw. Kind of resistance zone here. Markets broke straight down through this low. So we're likely to see a retracement back up to 58 to 60, or it may go all the way back up to 63,500. So let's mark that high up there. Change the color in this. Okay, so zooming into the weekly. So I've got an alertness to go above 55,700. In key area, key buy zone, where we are at now. First test of this area from 2022. We had the huge rally up from here before. We had a huge drop into it. Now we've had this clean drop into this area here. Weekly chart, clear zone, clear good target to be entering at. Daily chart. Okay, the market has been dropping down. One thing to notice is if you look at the other USD cross pairs like the euro and the British pound over the last week, they have dropped pretty heavily as the dollar's gained strength. The Kiwi USD has barely moved, which is an indication that we do have selling exhaustion and a reversal is on the cards. So MACD in the daily chart has been moving up. We did have the cross here last week. We did start the year kind of pretty bullish, but again after last Monday, Tuesday, the market sold off to new lows on Friday. Again, after that strong print in the NFP, the Kiwi USD didn't really move 20 or 30 pips, while the euro and the pound have been getting thrashed. So again, indicating that we are on the cups of a reversal at a key higher time frame zone. So plug in my TRFX King indicator, see if we're getting any signals. Look at the 12 hour. This is a basic setup for me. I'm actually entering this. I actually entered this morning at 55,500. It is a good setup. The stop loss is down towards 54. Targets for this position is again this green box zone. If we just zoom out to the weekly, okay, there's no need to go any lower in these time frames, as this is a pretty simple basic move. It had a huge move here before. The markets came back down into this area. It's seller exhaustion is on the cards. We can see that, and we're at a key area. So good entry. Weekly charts, we just put on the fib, and as you can see, this kind of area here lines up with the 38.2, and higher up maybe possible target is 60, which would be a nice round number. So might not play out this week, but the entry is there for the targets. Again, maybe 2-3 weeks this trade will likely hit here first, maybe get a retracement again, and then higher to the upside. So that is one of my other key setups for the week ahead, Kiwi USD. And yeah, that's two of my favorite trade setups for this week. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Sorry, I've got a bit of a lisp. I've been doing some Muay Thai sparring over the past few days, and I bit my tongue. So sorry if some words sound a bit slurred. So yeah, so don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and if you want to get access to my weekly swing trade setups, there is a link in the description area. So thanks for watching, and I shall see you on the next video. Well, over at Pips and Gains.